Is the Tesla Model Y losing its competitive edge? The Tesla Model Y has long been one of the most popular electric vehicles in the world. It represents a blend of practicality, performance, and technology that has made it a top choice for EV buyers across North America, Europe, and even parts of Asia. Since its debut, the Model Y has consistently been at or near the top of global EV sales charts. But the electric vehicle market is evolving at an unprecedented pace. Rivals from established automakers and fast-growing startups are now crowding into the same space, each offering their own interpretation of what a modern electric crossover should be. This leads us to a critical question. Is the Tesla Model Y losing its competitive edge? To answer this, it's important to first look at what has made the Model Y so successful up to this point. Tesla entered the market with several strong advantages. One of the most significant was range. With versions of the Model Y capable of exceeding 300 miles on a single charge, it immediately put pressure on legacy automakers that were only just beginning to experiment with EVs. For many consumers, range anxiety has been the biggest psychological barrier to adopting an electric car. Tesla's ability to push range beyond what most competitors offered gave it a massive head start. Another advantage was the charging infrastructure. Tesla's supercharger network is arguably its crown jewel. While most automakers were still relying on patchy third-party charging providers, Tesla created a seamless, reliable, and relatively fast charging network that gave owners confidence in taking long trips. This convenience remains a huge selling point for Tesla owners, and it's something rivals still struggle to replicate at the same scale. Then there's the technology. Tesla pioneered the idea of the car as a software-driven product. Over-the-air updates that could add features, improve performance, or even change the driving dynamics were unheard of in the auto industry just a decade ago. Autopilot, Tesla's semi-autonomous driving system, also set the company apart. Even if rivals have caught up in certain areas, the perception that Tesla is at the forefront of EV technology has been a powerful driver of sales. Finally, Tesla's brand identity has played a role. Elon Musk's persona, combined with Tesla's bold mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, has given the company a cultural cachet that most automakers could only dream of. Buying a Tesla has often been about more than just owning a car. It has been about joining a movement. But despite all of these strengths, the EV landscape looks very different today compared to when the Model Y was first introduced. The competition has become fierce, and challengers are finding ways to exploit Tesla's weaknesses. Consider the Hyundai Ioniq 5 and the Kia EV6. These vehicles have been praised not only for their futuristic designs, but also for their ultra-fast charging capabilities. Using 800-volt architecture, these cars can recharge from 10 to 80% in under 20 minutes with the right charger. That's a level of speed that makes long-distance travel significantly more convenient and reduces one of Tesla's historical advantages. Beyond charging, Hyundai and Kia have invested heavily in interior design, giving their cars high-quality materials, spacious cabins, and features that Tesla's minimalist interiors sometimes lack. Another competitor that has shaken up the market is the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Ford leveraged its iconic Mustang branding to appeal to a wide audience. The Mach-E combines strong performance with a comfortable ride and a more traditional interior layout. For consumers who may not appreciate Tesla's stripped-down approach, the Mach-E offers a familiar balance of technology and tactile controls. Then there's BYD and other Chinese automakers. BYD has grown into one of the world's largest EV producers, and its vehicles are becoming increasingly competitive outside of China. With lower pricing, respectable range, and a focus on affordability, BYD threatens Tesla's dominance in markets where price sensitivity is high. Chinese automakers are also improving rapidly in terms of quality and innovation, meaning Tesla cannot afford to ignore them. Pricing has become another sore spot for Tesla. Over the past year, Tesla has made numerous adjustments to the price of the Model Y. At times, these cuts have made the vehicle far more competitive, particularly in markets like the United States where incentives can stack on top of Tesla's reductions. However, frequent changes to pricing have created confusion for consumers and frustration for existing owners who have seen the resale value of their vehicles decline sharply. Rivals, meanwhile, have generally maintained more stable pricing, which can make their vehicles appear like a safer financial choice. In addition, many competitors are now targeting niches that Tesla has not fully addressed. While Tesla's lineup remains relatively limited, rivals are producing vehicles in a variety of body styles, sizes, and price points. This creates a situation where consumers shopping for an EV crossover might find the Model Y appealing, but they now have plenty of alternatives that better fit their needs or budgets. Another challenge for Tesla is the perception of stagnation. When the Model Y was introduced, its design and features felt futuristic. But the auto industry moves fast. Today, some consumers see the interior as plain or outdated compared to rivals offering ambient lighting, augmented reality displays, or advanced driver assistance systems from brands like Mercedes-Benz and BMW. While Tesla's software continues to impress, the physical aspects of its cars are starting to feel less cutting edge. This raises the question, is Tesla innovating quickly enough to maintain its lead? On the software side, the company still has an advantage. Its over-the-air updates are more robust than most competitors, and its ability to gather data from its fleet gives it a potential edge in autonomous driving development. However, when it comes to updating the physical product, Tesla has been slower. Rivals are rolling out fresh designs and new models at a rapid pace, while Tesla relies on a smaller lineup with fewer visual updates. Still, it would be premature to declare the Model Y's downfall. Tesla has a track record of surprising the industry with bold moves and disruptive innovations. Rumors of a Model Y refresh have been circulating, and Tesla has already demonstrated new battery technologies, such as the 4680 cell, that could improve performance and reduce costs. If Tesla rolls out meaningful updates in the near future, it could reinforce the Model Y's position as a market leader. It's also important to remember the strength of Tesla's ecosystem. The supercharger network is expanding and will soon be open to non-Tesla vehicles in many regions. This could create new revenue streams for Tesla and reinforce the company's role as the backbone of EV charging infrastructure. Tesla's direct sales model also gives it a level of control over the customer experience that many traditional automakers still struggle with. So, is the Tesla Model Y losing its competitive edge? The answer is nuanced. On one hand, Tesla remains ahead in critical areas like range, software, and charging infrastructure. On the other hand, competitors are catching up fast, particularly in design, affordability, and customer-focused features. For consumers, this is ultimately a good thing. More competition means better products, more options, and faster innovation across the entire EV industry. Tesla is no longer the only player in town, and the Model Y can no longer dominate by default. To stay on top, Tesla must continue to evolve. Whether that means refreshing the Model Y, introducing new models, or doubling down on technology and software, one thing is clear. The EV race is just getting started, and the crown is far from secure. The story of the Tesla Model Y is therefore not one of decline, but of transformation. Its position as a pioneer gave it an advantage, but now it must prove it can adapt in a crowded and rapidly advancing marketplace. If Tesla can rise to the challenge, the Model Y may not just retain its edge, it may redefine it. But if it fails to adapt quickly enough, rivals are ready and waiting to take the lead. In the end, the question isn't just whether the Model Y is losing its competitive edge, but whether Tesla as a company can maintain the innovative spirit that got it here in the first place. For now, the Model Y remains a strong contender, but the road ahead will be tougher than ever.